So it's saying we live, then I should be able to go back to Instagram and hit go live. Connect streaming. I don't see anything that says go live on Instagram. Oh, boom, there it is. Oh shit, I think we are live on Instagram. Hey people, how y'all doing? Hi.
I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world, and that's our job.
Kickback, JB, what's the name of the podcast?
It's a pod named Kickback. A pod named Kickback. It's like a Tribe Called Quest.
You say the whole thing. Welcome back to a pod named Kickback. This is a special edition of Kickback Sports. As JB so eloquently did the intro. Rest in peace, bro. Love you. Think about you every goddamn day. But we do have a special guest. The man I argue with about sports on Facebook damn near every day. We got one thing in common. We both love the Cowboys, and we both mad at the sorry-ass Cowboys. But, Six Man, talk to him. Tell him who you is and all that good shit. Oh, I can't hear you.
Hold on.
There you go.
We here. One time. It's your boy Cheeks checking and doing what I do when I do it. I'm smiling, but I'm pissed. First of all, before we go anywhere, I'm gonna say thank you for having me. I appreciate it. We argue about sports. We met years ago. Online radio. It's been a great time. You come to our podcast. I'll come over here whenever. And first and foremost, one of the very first things I want to say is rest in peace, JB. I had the pleasure of meeting that brother. When y'all first came up with the name, y'all came to our podcast. We had a great time. He was a great soul. Actually, we did 2 podcasts.
Yeah.
And we had a great time each time. It was a blessing to meet him. Just the game that he laid down. Rest in peace to him. And I appreciate seeing y'all friendship and who y'all was in person and online. You get what I'm saying? It's hard to find friends out here. And when you lose friends, especially somebody that's your confidant, that's something that you got to hold on to. So, I say that I have a wife and I have family and I have real brothers the same way you and JB was. So I cherish that, man. And my heart goes out to you.
Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. And if I did not properly introduce the podcast, because my head is everywhere with them damn Cowboys, this is the pod named Kickback. As JB said, that's like a Tribe Called Quest to say the whole thing. I am no breaks new, the righteous ratchet. If you throw it, I'll catch it. If you got it, I'll match it. Each and every Monday, you right back at it. I am the Black Savage, the Magneto of my people. And right now, the bane of my existence is them dirty-ass Cowboys.
I'm gonna let you go first, because if I go, it's I go.
I have been waiting to see us in this position. I knew we had the Seahawks, then we had the Eagles, then we had the Bills, then we had the Dolphins, and then we had the Lions. I knew that out of those 5 games, it was going to be a tough stretch. I wanted us to go 4-1. Our best opportunity now was to go 3-2. And in that monster stretch, 3-2 isn't the worst thing ever. But we have to go 3-2. And then we got to beat the Salamanders on the last game of the year. And that'll put us to 12-5. And that won't get us the division, but it'll get us the wild card. And we'll probably have to go play.
Well, it'll get us the division if they lose.
The Eagles could mess around and lose tomorrow night to the who they playing again? The Giants. It could happen. Strangers.
Listen, the Eagles fans are pouring in right now, so you better be careful. They're going to go nuts.
Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all like this: the Eagles lost 3 straight games right now, 3 in a row. The 49ers in the middle of the season lost 3 straight games. The Cowboys have yet to lose 3 straight games. We beat the Lions and the Salamanders in this season, and we right there in the thick of things. And I wouldn't think nothing less of our season. You know what I'm saying? If you look at it that way.
But even with that said, right, just watching this last game, the mistakes that are still happening that was happening at the beginning of the season is what's very troubling to me. So when I watch us, I'm watching when the offense gets stagnant, because at some point Mike McCarthy's offenses go stagnant, or it's either him or Dak. I can't figure out which one it is now. I really think it's more Mike McCarthy because they don't be up for games they're supposed to be up for. We just lost a good game. I ain't mad at losing that game, even though it was 3 critical blown errors where we could have won the game because we held them to 19 points.
Mm-hmm.
If you hold them to 20 points. No, 22 points. If you hold hold an offense like that to 22 points, you're supposed to win the game. So now you got to look at, is it in between Dak or is it in between Mike McCarthy? So now that's what we're starting to figure out, because if we go into this game, the Eagles lose, we stay tied. You get what I'm saying? They used to losing. It's okay. They be all right.
Yeah.
They used to it. So, to them, this is already a win for the season. If they lose every game from now on, they'll take the beginning of the season and say, "Oh, we went 10 and and they'll make it like, oh, it just got bad." No, it ain't never been that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So look, see, they coming.
The Eagles fans, 2 in a row. 2 in a row, not 3 in a row, Brian.
So my whole point is even if coming out of the season, right, what's going to happen when we get in the playoffs? Because now I seriously don't trust Mike McCarthy. You can't put everything on that defense. Yes, used to it. You are definitely used to it. You've been used to losing your whole entire. You're used to it. So you get what I'm saying?
I mean, but I tell you though, when I look at our team, I think we'll do well in the wild card round. Whoever we play from the NFC South, we should beat. Because I have no more confidence that we're going to win the division. So I'm conceding the division. If the Eagles lose to the Giants, then that's some Hail Marys. That's the unthinkable. That's the Alicia Keys, Drake unthinkable shit that happened. Okay. So we'll see what happens. But the way I view it is I think that we'll win our first game in the wild card. And I just still like our chances. I am no longer talking about Super Bowl aspirations. I am no longer talking about this is our year. I am now saying I like our chances. That's it. That's all I got. We have not proven anything further than I like our chances.
I think this game proved a lot. I mean, if you want to go glass half full, glass half empty, this game proved a lot. They stood the test, stood in there the whole game. Defense couldn't make the last play. But we talking about a monster offense. We ain't talking about no slouches. Right. So the last week was scary.
Last week fucked me up.
To get completely demolished and blown out is, you get what I'm saying? That's scary. So if you look at this game and go, okay, we stood the test against the AFC team. I still don't have no faith in a playoff game that we can beat San Fran. And I have faith in we can beat Philly. Because Philly is relying on one play that can't nobody in the league stop.
Right. And Philly's cornerbacks have been suspect all year. Philly is now, they released a report today that they're not sure about Jalen Hurts' leadership. I'm like, why is that coming out? Who leaked that at this point in the season?
Yes.
Saying he's not good in the locker room. I'm like, are y'all imploding right now? Like, why would that come on at this point, this juncture of the season?
But that's what it was saying. But is it? I just don't. With them, with the Eagles, because I guess we can pivot to our little brothers and wannabes. You know what I'm saying? So with the Eagles, I'm watching them and I'm going, is this a real implode or is this what I kind of always knew? Because I always said the book is not out on Jalen Hurts yet, right? I always said like it's not written yet. You get what I'm saying? Like in his third year of actually starting. You get what I'm saying? That team has an unstoppable play. They got a great defense to me. They have a good coach. Actually, a great coach. I think Nick Sirianni is a great coach. I don't know about the offensive coordinator. I don't know if it's working with him and Jalen.
They have holes in their secondary, and that's whenever they lose, when they get exposed, it's because of the holes in the secondary. Like typically, when the Cowboys get exposed, it's because of our defensive front as far as stopping the run.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody has a weakness. When I look at their weakness, it really depends on who they play. Like it depends on who we play.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the 49ers aren't ideal for us because they're going to run down the middle. We get so paranoid about Christian McCaffrey and Debo running that we leave the receivers open. But now Gilmore, how hurt is Gilmore? We done already lost Diggs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And when I seen that, I was like, I know it's going to go down. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I can see what's about to happen. Like this is about to happen to us again. So Brian asks, Dorsey asks, are the Chiefs imploding? Right? Y'all are not the Chiefs. I don't know why they think they're the Chiefs.
Yeah, they're not. Y'all not the Chiefs, but I do look at the Chiefs the way that you describe the Eagles. Is they're just holes. I don't believe that they're whole. I don't believe that they're that great to begin with. I don't know that it's an implosion. I actually view the Chiefs as getting a little bit better. They now have a number one receiver outside of the tight end position in Rashee Rice.
Who the hell's their number one?
Rashee Rice.
I ain't gonna lie.
He's played admirably the last couple of weeks. They had no number one for the first 10 games of the season. Mm-hmm. They had outside of Kelsey, who was a tight end. They had no number one. Now they have a complement to Kelsey with Rashee Rice, and their defense, of course, has been playing out of this world. So they have an opportunity to go into the playoffs stronger than they were all season. Mm-hmm. I don't know if they're going to do it, but they have that opportunity to, and I respect it, and I like what I'm seeing. As far as the Eagles, I think they're just holes that they were able to put Band-Aids on bullet wounds, and you can't do that but for so long. So I don't fear them. I do not think we have anything coming with the 49ers. I don't know how that game is going to go. We're going to have to come up with a whole new game plan.
See, that's the thing, because like even when the Eagles was on its day as good as the 49ers, I mean, y'all close, but at every position they're better. At every position they're better than everybody. At every single position they're better than everybody. You get what I'm saying? Like line level by level by level, they're better. They're almost better. They're either good or great at every level.
I agree.
So when I watch the Eagles, I think I'm not as hard on their secondary as everybody else is, but I still, because their secondary can get to you. You get what I'm saying? They can slow the game down, so enough for them to win. But the thing is with the Eagles, they should be able to win every game because they playing with 4 downs. All they got to get is 3-3-2, and then 2 yards on that play. So that's my whole thing. It's like it like what? If y'all get stopped on, if they get stopped on first down and they don't get up to at least the 3 or the 2, that's the only way you can get them. But they should be better than what they are, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think that depends on how good is Jalen Hurts really. And I think you nailed it on the head when you said the book isn't out on him yet. Like Dak Prescott, I think he's been in the league with 8-9 years. Outside of last season, he had the greatest touchdown interception ratio, top 3 touchdown interception ratio in the history of the league. And then he had one bad year with turnovers, and everybody said he's turnover prone. That's not who Dak is. It's not who Dak been. It's not who Dak is this season. So I think the book isn't out on Jalen Hurts. We don't know who he is. Is he the MVP candidate that took him to the Super Bowl last year, or is he a very good quarterback that can take you to the playoffs and maybe win a division? And I think that's what we have yet to see. So that's the question mark. Questionable calls, maybe. Questionable secondary, yes. Questionable.
But see, that's where my biggest problem comes in right there. Is Mike McCarthy and this team. The biggest issue with us is penalties, and that's because they're undisciplined. And they've been undisciplined since 2000. They've been undisciplined since 2000. You got to look at the coaches that came after Barry Switzer. You went Dave Campo. Then you went Dave Campo, Wade Phillips, Jason Garrett, Wade Wilson. Was
it Phillips or Wilson? Wade Wilson.
Wade Phillips.
Wade Phillips. Okay.
Wade Phillips. So you look at it and you're looking at a very undisciplined team. That's why I don't like Mike McCarthy. Ain't no discipline. Even when you had Bill Parcells, you had discipline, but you had old players.
Yeah.
So what do you got? You know what I mean? So when you watch it, it's like that's the biggest problem with us. And the fact that our talent is overachieving. I don't care what you say. Dak is an overachiever. Most of the people on our defense is an overachiever besides Parsons.
Jerron Bland, overachiever.
Overachiever.
You're right.
So when you get something good out of him, you go, okay, good. I got something good. I got something more out of something small. And it's just like I heard somebody say, it's just that Jerry wants to be the smartest person in the room. See, he want to say, I drafted them. Look what I drafted. Look how good they playing. Look how much they overachieved instead of worrying about a championship. Even though he worried about a championship, he still wants to be the smartest person in the room. Because what do you tell the only owner GM to have 3 Super Bowls? Ain't no other owner GMs out there. Ain't nobody doing what he's doing.
And he's doing it well. Like, it's not a criticism, but look at the team he put together. He's doing a decent ass job, above average job. We done won 10 games for the last 3-4 years, so he's doing above average job. But I don't know that he's doing the job that's going to get us over the top. And right now, being down Trayvon Diggs hurts the defense. If we lose Stephon Gilmore for any time, that hurts the defense. We didn't have our number one lineman today on offense, so they were getting a little bit more pressure to Dak than they would have gotten. We have no running game. Tony Pollard is not Rico Dowdle. And then the little young dude, the rookie that we drafted, whose father is a coach, we're not even playing him. So we have no running game. We have no running game. That hurts us a little bit.
I don't think we have no running game. It's just not what it's supposed to be. See, I think they took Tony Pollard because they're going to draft a running back next year. I think Tony Pollard was just a holdover.
Some of our best yardage out the backfield was Brandon Cooks.
Yeah.
Or CeeDee Lamb doing those sweeps like that, or Kevontae Turpin doing those sweeps. I'm saying it. We don't have a running game. It's very under average in my estimation.
I don't think it's under average. I think it is average. You need more than an average running game to win, like we're trying to win. If you look at Philly, they have more than an average running game. You got Swift. I think if you got what's going on? Is that Geronimo? Jay?
Yeah, Jay. What up, Jay?
What up, Jay? I think that we have an average running game, and when you look at Christian McCaffrey, you look at a lot of these other teams, they got big running backs coming out the back, knocking shit over, and we ain't going through nowhere knocking nothing over, which is horrible.
Terrible.
You know we ain't going through nowhere knocking nothing over. So it's like, what am I watching? And this is just a product of Mike McCarthy. I feel like until you get rid of Mike McCarthy, you're not going to get rid of none of these problems.
Yeah, we need a running back. We need the injury guards to smile on us. And I like Mike's play calling outside of the Buffalo Bills game. He's impressed me, but it just hasn't.
But he's impressed you for 1 year. What's going to happen next year when they have tape of what he's doing? Can he adjust?
I don't want to talk about.
Can he adjust? Because you got to strike when it's hot. You got to strike when it's hot. When they know your tendencies and they know what you can do, you got to strike when it's hot. If you don't strike when it's hot, you miss your spot.
I'm glad to agree with you, man. He said, as a heterosexual man, I am not going to call you by your name, brother, man. Regardless, nice to meet you.
Listen, brother, as a heterosexual man, you shouldn't have a problem with that. You feel me? I'm not that guy. I'm not in that world. You know, they live in their world. You get what I'm saying? I let them be. I ain't none of that, cuz. It's a real guy over here. Don't worry about it.
and for the record, I know some of you may not remember Cheeks from before, but he done lost about, man, how much weight you lost?
Okay. So, you know, this is where it gets deep. I know it's a joke, Jay. I know
because Cheeks came from your face.
Kinda. I'll break down both. Cheeks came from my homeboy. We talk shit where I'm from. I'm from Wilmington, Delaware. We talk big shit. If you ever seen Sukiana, she's from the west side of Wilmington. She is not from Miami. She's lying, okay? But she says she's from Wilmington. Whatever she got going on. But Cheeks comes from my homeboy. When he answered the phone one day, he said, "What's up, Fat Cheeks?" And all the girls took it and ran with it. Now, he said it instead of saying fat ass, because he would say some smart shit like, "Yo, what you want, fat ass?" Some ignorant shit like that. You feel me? So I just took it and said nobody will ever use it against me again. When I moved to Atlanta, it got shortened to Cheeks. You get what I'm saying? Like that's what niggas just start saying, just strictly cheat. So that's where it really comes from. So that's that. But as far as my weight, I have went on a weight loss journey. That's why I'm doing more coming back out. Last January, I had got all the way up. You said they got black people in Delaware.
Hey, Jay is the number one kickbacker, man. He is the biggest supporter of the podcast. He is a part of the damn podcast.
Actually, I like all those questions. See, I'm not from Delaware. I'm from Wilmington. If you've ever been to Delaware, there's a difference between Wilmington and Delaware. Wilmington is nothing like the rest of Delaware. Neither here nor there. Fuck Joe Biden. But, thank you, Albie. So last January, my weight I was all the way up to 628. You know what I'm saying? Issues moving, all of it. I was trying to lose weight. I had caught COVID 3 weeks before I was actually going to have surgery. Right? So boom, I'm trying to lose weight. It actually turned around and was a blessing. It actually turned around and was a blessing because after I had COVID, I just really went on like a weight loss journey, period, already. You get what I'm saying? Because my COVID was influenced by my sleep apnea. Men out there, if you snore at night, go get you a CPAP machine, wear the motherfucker, it changes your life. That was the first change I made. So I lost 88 pounds. At last year at January. When I lost that weight, I went back. I finally got ready for my surgery again. After I got ready for my surgery, I had surgery in July. So from then to now, I'm 370 pounds. Now I've lost 249 pounds. It has been the best thing to happen to me ever. You get what I'm saying? I got my mobility back. I wouldn't go to the mall or grocery store. Now you can't keep me out of it. You get what I'm saying? It's just been a real blessing for me. I appreciate that.
Definitely gotta clap it up for you, man. Because I saw a post with you and your wife, and I was like, why Cheek's wife dancing with some little dude? How does she feel about this shit? Like he's posting it? I was like, wait a fucking minute. That's what? And I hit you immediately like, no, what are you doing? You look great.
Yeah, I had stopped taking pictures and all that. I can say this now. I was going to be on my 600-pound life. They wasn't talking the right stuff or giving up the bag. I ain't playing with y'all. You feel me? So the great thing is,
you know, the Cowboys had your work ethic.
Oh my God.
I'm dead. Hey, Albie, we about to block you, Albie. Get out of here.
Albie, listen, Albie, one of them Eagles fans. He's something else, but he a good one though. He's a good conversationalist.
He killed that.
Yeah, that's my band, man. So I just honestly worked at it. To all the fellas out there, I preach this to them. Go check on your health, get the stuff you need. You get what I'm saying? And do what you need to do. You feel me? Because not only does it affect you, it affects the other people in your life. You know what I mean? And I'm a person who, and I like to extend my hand. If you out there and you watching, reach out to me. I talk to people about what's going on. You get what I'm saying? I try to coach people with what's going on with your weight, the ways to start, because it's very hard, and it's a lot on you, and it's more on the people around you. I had to look at my mom. Who was hurt by it. My wife, the person who sees me every day, wondering if something's going to happen to me. You get what I'm saying? So it's just been a beautiful thing, man. I'm back outside now. Y'all can't stop me.
Are you seeing all these messages of support you getting?
I am. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Kenneth. Thank you, Clarissa. I appreciate that. Albie. Because Albie know what I've been through. You know what I mean? It's just I'm happy to be one of them feel-good stories again. I was already that coming from where I come from and coming out of that. So I already was that, and now I'm trying to be that for somebody else. Because I have 48 nieces and nephews.
God damn.
Yeah, they love Uncle Mike. I need to be here for them. I have a wife. We having kids. You get what I'm saying? See, the CPAP, I don't care what niggas talking about, dog. I strap up every night. I get my motherfucking wife a kiss. Boom, and strap up. And I can breathe. And honestly, now, I think, and this is another, I guess, congratulations. Next month, I'll be off of it.
Okay.
I went from literally not being able to sleep with it to now being off of it. It's a beautiful thing, and it's just been beautiful, man. It's just been beautiful. Just working, getting back active. You get what I'm saying? You see me now. You remember I used to sit there the whole studio the whole time. Now I'm up moving. I got stuff to do.
That's what it is. Definitely proud of you, man.
See, he said his hero passed away because of sleep apnea. That's a real Reggie White. That's a real thing, yo, men. I know when you get a certain age, they try to get your bonger checked out, whatever they talking about. Check your breathing out. Go do sleep studies. Figure it out. You get what I'm saying? Because it's really a thing that affects black men, number one, because we don't want to go to no doctor anyway. You feel me? Yeah. And it affects bigger men. You get what I'm saying? And even when you're skinny, you got more to it. It just helps your life out altogether. You get what I'm saying? You feel me? I can
absolutely. Breathe. And I've been me and my doctor have had a very personal relationship the last 4 or 5 years. Because I get my colon checked every time I go. We're almost in a relationship now. I'm like, you gotta take this thing every year. Like, I don't want to do it no more than you want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't looking forward to it neither. All right, man, but you're doing a lot going on here.
Yeah. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate that. I really do.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that's my journey. My wife also had the surgery, so she went through it too. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
She lost some weight. She didn't even lose. She getting a little jealous because I done lost way more than her. But you know what I mean? It's been a beautiful process, man, and it's beautiful for me and everybody around me. It's just all love. So
that's what it is. Let's get back into these sports because I know these Eagles fans want to have this conversation. The Eagles and the Ravens, Christmas Day, Christmas night.
Nah, is it the Eagles and Ravens? No, 49ers and Ravens.
Oh shit. Yeah, the 49ers and the Ravens. My bad.
Eagles don't get big games like that. They get big games.
They're playing the Giants. Yeah, they're playing the Giants. So the 49ers and the Ravens appear to be the best team in the NFC and the best team in the AFC. Mm-hmm. Now, when you said earlier, team being better than every other team at every position, it's clearly the 49ers. However, the Ravens, I don't know if the Ravens are the 49ers or the Eagles. Do you know what I mean by that?
They're the 49ers.
Okay.
They're my wife too. Hey, baby, I love you.
I've been wondering, and I'm going to watch this game tomorrow and figure it out. But I've been wondering, are the Ravens the 49ers or are they the Eagles? And I think we'll find out. I do love the Ravens. I got a lot of love for the Ravens. When they first came to Baltimore, since I'm a Cowboy fan and I'm an NFC team, I was like, they're right down the street from my house, but they're in the AFC. So I can root for them. And Ray Lewis was like my favorite player. And then I started working with a bunch of Baltimore dudes, and they came in and talking about, new, you like the Ravens too, a Cowboy and a Raven too, new. And I was like, you know what? I don't like them no more. I'm only a Cowboy fan. Y'all done beat it out of me. I don't even like the Ravens.
Right.
But I still do on the low. I still like the Ravens, and so I still root for them on the AFC side. But
so I think they're 100% the 49ers.
Okay.
They're 100% the 49ers. Their coach, the team, the way it's built, how good their defense is, and how good their offense is. Now, they're more set up like the Eagles because they're a run-heavy team.
Mm-hmm.
They're a run-heavy team, so they're more set up like the Eagles. But they are more of the 49ers to me, just because I feel like in big moments, we kind of know what they're going to do. This Sunday Night Football. Come on, Amazon Prime now? Nah.
No, that's Thursday Night Football that comes on Amazon Prime. Sunday Night Football should be on either ABC or NBC.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday night?
Yeah. That's NBC.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta love you too. Oh, everybody say, oh. Oh, my Lord, do that.
That's my baby. That's but yeah, I think that they're really, really, really good. I don't know if in a playoff game they can beat Kansas City
though. That's going to depend on what we talked about earlier. Rashee Rice. Ironically, him and what's the dude that keep messing up every week? The receiver. He keep dropping passes every week.
You're talking about the boy from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, but he plays with Kansas City now.
He plays Kansas City now.
He just keep dropping passes every damn game. He keep leading to turnovers.
Yeah, he got to stay out of Magic City eating them wings because that's the
Is that
only
what he's
reason that
doing?
hands. Yeah, it got to be, dog, because his fingers is too buttery. Because what's going on with you? You got to stay out of Magic City, man. You have
I'm
to
trying to
stay
think
out
of
of
what
Magic.
his name is. I'm gonna find it. Give me a second.
It's I can't remember his exact name, but he does drop a lot of balls. I just don't know
Pause.
if pause. Hey, yo. But if you watch the games, and you watch when they play, the way Kansas City is, Mahomes is magic. So anytime Mahomes goes crazy, you get what I'm saying? What are you gonna do? Like when he really get a chance to go the way he,
Tony.
you know what I mean?
It's Contavious Tony or something.
Yes. And he gonna keep. So all he needs is for them to make one of them catches, and it's game over. You get what I'm saying? And that's the beauty of Mahomes. That's why I was so mad when they lost that game, because it's like, yo, I finally get something, and here y'all come with this. You get what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's crazy.
So I think the Ravens can beat Kansas City unless Rashee Rice and Tony step up. I mean, they do have Travis Kelce, which is a deadly weapon. The defense is playing better than it's ever been, and it is Pat Mahomes in the playoffs.
Now it's going to be interesting to see what they look like. I got to get to the camera to say this. What they look like without homeboy from Washington, without Eric Bieniemy. It's going to be interesting to see what they look like in the playoffs without him.
Yeah, Travis been looking old. That's that Taylor Swift. She young girl. She want rounds. When young girls want multiple rounds, when Sunday comes and then not left in the tank.
It's cool. The Taylor Swift thing, he gonna learn a lesson like Jonathan Majors did. He'll be back on this side. He gonna learn a lesson. He gonna learn a lesson like Jonathan.
I mean, he's white, so I think he's
gonna learn that same lesson because he was on our side. He been on our side for a minute. He gonna come back over. Watch. Him and Keke Palmer gonna be together. I'm telling you, watch.
Him and Keke Palmer, goddamn. A hot take. That's a hot take. Speaks for the hot takes. Keke Palmer.
Him and Keke Palmer next.
So who you got winning this game, the 49ers or the Ravens?
I have the 49ers. I think that they're the hottest team out there. I think they punching people in the face. And I think that once that pass rush starts coming for Lamar, he ain't gonna want to tuck down the ball and run.
I think that this is Lamar's opportunity to show, like, y'all know I was just the MVP a couple years ago. Y'all didn't want to pay me last year. No team in the NFL wanted me. I had to sit and wait until Baltimore finally paid me my goddamn money. I got my team best record in the AFC, and y'all still look at me funny. Okay, I'm gonna show you tomorrow. And I think that Lamar's better than Brock Purdy, and I think that Lamar's gonna be the difference in that game because the 49ers don't have to play too many Lamars. You know what I'm saying? They did have to play Jalen Hurts. They did dispose of Jalen Hurts with ease.
Yeah.
I expect the Ravens to.
But that's not that hard. I mean, he makes mistakes in big games. Keep going. I just wanted to be petty for a second.
You talking about Jalen, right?
Yeah, he makes mistakes in big games.
Lamar doesn't. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. This is a pivotal game for me because it's going to let me know a couple things. I didn't forget the 49ers lost 3 games in a row. Everybody else forgot that. I didn't. Yeah. So I know they're not indestructible. They lost 3 in a row this season. So, and I know the Ravens, as great as they've played, they've beaten some big teams, but this will be their biggest victory of the year. And I'm going for the Ravens to get that victory, man.
I just don't. He called me Petty Roosevelt, Petty Pendergrass. I am.
The 49ers going to win the Super Bowl? Oh, okay, Burger.
I think so. I mean, I really think the 49ers is going to win, though. I think that what Lamar's about to see is some big boys on the front of the 49ers. That's some big boys. Pause. Hey, go. This is crazy.
I gotta play that. Where are you going? What's going on?
Yeah. But yeah, so I think watching this game, I think we're going to get to see, who's who. You know what I mean? I really do think it's going to be a pivotal game. But no matter what, like he said, I see the 49ers in the Super Bowl.
I mean, these are two of the front runners with Lamar and Purdy for MVP.
Because do you
Even the
think we
two of
can beat
front
the
runners.
okay, we gotta go Cowboys for a moment. You think we can beat the 49ers in the playoff game?
Not sure, man. I'm not sure. If it's a lot of ifs. Like if it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. If it was a split, we'd all be skunked. Like
Yeah.
it's a lot of ifs, dog. It is not likely. Not likely. But it's possible. It's just not likely. But also with the MVP coming out of that game tomorrow night, it's going to be Brock Purdy or Lamar. Tua didn't do anything to distinguish himself tonight. Dak didn't do much to distinguish himself. He played very well, but he
They
didn't
was
do
on
much
his
to
heels
distinguish
though.
himself. Yeah.
They was on his heels.
It's between Purdy, Christian McCaffrey on the same damn team, and probably Lamar.
Yeah.
Those are probably good. And you can say Josh Allen. We'll see what happens this week. But those are your MVP finalists as of right now. So it's a lot on the line tomorrow night, and we're gonna find out a lot. Who would be your MVP right now at this exact minute? Who's your MVP?
Christian McCaffrey. We need a running back MVP. Every quarterback has shown some type of chink in their armor. I even seen Lamar at the beginning of the season have a chink in his armor. All I can say is Christian McCaffrey. He's been the most consistent person this year. And yes, Wilmington is close to Philly. That's why I have Eagles fans in my entire family, and to fuck with them niggas. Pause. but yeah, Christian McCaffrey, hands down, no questions asked. It's about time for a running back MVP or a defensive player. I'm tired of always being the quarterback.
I'm with you. My vote is Christian McCaffrey as well. I don't believe in Brock Purdy the way a lot of people do. Dak, I believe, lost it. Lamar, if what I'm saying is true about the Ravens, then Lamar will take the lead tomorrow night. But as of tonight, it's got to be Christian McCaffrey.
If they win and Christian McCaffrey go crazy tomorrow, it's Christian McCaffrey. McCaffrey.
I agree. No argument from me there.
He said the Eagles, the Cowboys, the Ravens, and the Chiefs all have talent to beat the Niners. No, they don't. Only team that can beat them to me is the Ravens and the Chiefs.
I believe the Eagles and Cowboys do have the talent. I don't know if they have the coaching and the intangibles, but just pure talent. I mean, the 49ers are the most talented team in the league. So you're not going to mess them up and go, yeah, Cowboys are more talented or the Eagles are more talented or the Ravens are more talented or the Chiefs. That ain't happening. They are the most talented. Now, who has enough talent to beat them? I agree with Abel. They have enough, Albie, my bad. They have enough talent to beat them. I'm not 100% sold on the coaching, the injury, or the intangibles. So
I don't agree, and I don't agree for this main reason. I don't agree. I don't believe in the talent of the Cowboys.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I've never been that big of a believer in the actual talent of the Cowboys. Like the actual talent of when you go player by player, they have a lot of really high and then some mid to lows. Right? The Eagles, to me, have really high and then a lot of good. They have a lot of really good. I believe that the Eagles' talent level is higher than ours. The 49ers got great and damn good. And to me, the Ravens have a lot of good and pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Like actually really good. But the talent level on the Eagles, I don't believe in the talent. I mean, on the Cowboys, I don't believe in the talent level. A lot of them defensive backs I look at, they can't play nowhere else. They can't play nowhere else because it's more of the system that's carrying them than what they do.
That's why I say injury, because if we had Trayvon Diggs, Stephon Gilmore, and Deron Bland was the slot corner, then we're up there with anybody. But because of injury, we're not. You know?
Yeah.
We have the best linebacker in the league, arguably.
Who?
Micah.
But he's a lineman.
He's a lineman backer.
He's a
hybrid.
He really
he's ambidextrous.
He is ambidextrous, but he's mainly a lineman. They play him as a lineman. We have a horrible linebacking core.
Yeah, I think Leighton Vander Esch is out. I think he's injured. So that's what I'm saying. Like if we, and not to use the same
our safeties can't cover. All they can do is hit. They just going down and hitting. If you look at the Eagles and the way they're set up, the way they got the front line, the second line, even though their secondary got holes, they get into them. Excuse me. Their linebacker.
We might have to start doing this once a week. Berger just say I ain't too fond of the NFL, but I like sports talk because New was a stat machine and he's met his match.
I watch. I'll be telling you, I
met my match. Yeah, and me and Cheeks argue about football on fucking Facebook and everywhere damn else all the damn time for years.
So make sure y'all tune in on Tuesday to bust it every Tuesday. I'm out there being petty, petty. What do you say? What do you call me? Petty
Pendergrass.
I'm petty Pendergrass. You know what I'm saying? Every Tuesday, I'm here for it. But now I don't believe in our talent that much. Go ahead.
Let's switch gears again. And I want to go straight to it.
11 p.m.
There was some talk about NBA. Is Steph Curry a top 5 player? Is Shaq a top 5 player? And it's been debated all over. I'll go first if you want me to, but I want to get your top 5 NBA players of all time. And if you want me, hold on, what my sports noise is at? If you want me to go first, I'll go first. But man, well, fuck it, I'll just go first. I'll tell you, my number one and 2 are pretty fluid. Meaning it depends on. I'm trying. I am open to changing it. I have not changed it yet. But number 1 is Michael Jordan.
Yes, the
greatest player I've ever seen.
A GOAT.
Yeah, this is of all time. My number 2 is LeBron James.
Okay.
I think that he finally got that high because of the famous Jay-Z line. It's never been a nigga this good for this long. Statistically, he earned that second spot. Number 3 for me is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I did not watch a lot of Kareem games. When I was very, very young, I wasn't into basketball. I knew all the names. I got into basketball because of Isaiah Thomas, my favorite player of all time. And that was the tail end of Kareem's career. So I didn't see a lot of prime Kareem, but I've studied enough to know who he is and what he represents and how good he was. So MJ, LeBron, Kareem, this player I slept on a lot. This is number 4. I just slept on this player. Like I didn't give him he's older and you got to give him their just due, like the Wilts and all of them people. I just didn't give him his just dues. I thought Isaiah Thomas was the greatest point guard of all time. So I always had him number 2. And I have recently found out the last 2-3 years I was fucking wrong. The 4th greatest player in the history of the NBA is Magic motherfucking Johnson.
Yeah.
Now 5. I have had ties. I switched 5 around the most. I used to have Bill Russell there out of respect. And then I had Wilt Chamberlain there out of respect. Now I got to go with something I actually know, something I've actually seen. Maybe this should be the top 5 players that I've actually seen. Well, no, because I didn't see too much of Kareem. But number 5, I'm cheating. I admit I'm cheating. Number 5 is a tie.
Okay.
I got Kobe and Tim Duncan. Tied for number 5. And I know I'm cheating, but I could not figure out who the hell to put at 5. Is it Kobe? Is it Duncan? I don't think it's Shaq. I think Kobe and Duncan were both better than Shaq. I do respect Shaq. Shaq belongs in the top 10. But I think Kobe was better, and I think Tim Duncan was better. And so my list is Jordan 1, LeBron 2, Kareem 3, Magic 4, Kobe and Tim Duncan tied at 5. And I know I cheated y'all, but just forgive me.
Well, we have the same list, but I have Duncan at 5, hands down.
Okay.
Kobe don't break 9.
You don't break 9?
He don't break 9.
So you got a Kobe at 10?
No, he's 9.
Oh, he's 9. Okay. I'll be saying Jordan, Kareem, LeBron, Magic. Oh, Jordan, Kareem, LeBron, Magic, Kobe. Okay, I ain't too mad at that. No way Duncan is ahead of Shaq. I'm gonna tell you, I watched Duncan play Shaq. Duncan is ahead of Shaq. Duncan can shoot better. Duncan can rebound better. Duncan can pass better. Duncan's girlfriend looks better than Shaq's girlfriend. Like what did Shaq have over Duncan? What did he have over Duncan? Duncan was a better defender.
Well, Shaq not over Kobe to me. That seems to be
not over Kobe to me either.
Shaq, I mean, no, I'm sorry. I said Shaq not over Kobe. No, Shaq is over Kobe to me. I'm saying
Shaq is over Kobe.
Yes.
To you.
I would definitely put Shaq ahead of Kobe. And then I would put Bill Russell ahead of Kobe. I mean, and that's not a disrespect or a slight to Kobe. But the everything in me, I just can't forget that Shaq was there. You get what I'm
Shaq
saying?
was there for the first 3. He wasn't there for the last 3 finals appearances.
Yeah, but that's my point. Because when they were both on the same team, we talking who's number 1, who's number 2. It was Shaq.
No, that's a fact. No, I can't argue with that. So if you break down skill, when you break down skill, who was the better defender? Who was the better shooter? For their size, who was the better rebounder?
You can't compare. You can't compare shooting with them two.
I mean, you got to compare something, right? There's something to be compared.
I mean, you can compare scoring, but you can't compare shooting because Shaq wasn't shooting the ball. That's
okay. Well, if we compare scoring, who's the better scorer? I mean, like whatever you want to do.
Better scorer or who was the more effective scorer?
See, that's subjective because
that's not subjective.
I mean, Kobe dropped 81 points in a win
against who?
The Toronto Raptors with Jalen Rose. But it doesn't matter who was against because if we start playing who was against game, we can talk about all the bums that Shaq beat in the playoffs, like going against Rick Smith and shit. Like, so let's not say who was against. Let's not play that game because Kobe played tougher competition. When Shaq went against Hakeem Olajuwon, he got washed. I got Hakeem Olajuwon above Shaq.
You know, Shaq just said Hakeem wasn't above him, but
I saw him say that, and I respect him saying it.
But when you talk about skill, yes, Hakeem was above him.
Right. Well, what else are we talking about? Is there something else we're talking about? We're only talking about skill, right?
I'm mixing everything. I mean,
you're mixing the girlfriends and the
accomplishments, the accolades. If he was a snitch, I mix it all in there.
Oh, well, shit. We got to take Kobe down a little bit because he was snitching on Shaq. We got. I
know that's why Kobe like 9. That's a part of it too.
Oh, because
he ratted. Yeah. You was a rat.
Oh, and Shaq got a platinum album. Shaq got a platinum album, so then he does kind of move up.
And he was a better rapper.
He's the best athlete rapper of all time.
No.
So what athlete? Dame.
Dame is better.
Did you hear Shaq diss Dame? Their rap battle. Yeah, Shaq ate Dame ass up. Pause.
That was pause. Hey.
Pause.
Yes. You and him rapping over that beat was nasty. Nobody wanted to hear that, cuz Dame can really rap. Dame can really make songs.
So can Shaq. Shaq made You Can't Stop the Rain with Biggie. Like, come on. Stop playing.
Yeah, but he has more songs at a more consistent clip. I've heard Shaq does have a good album, and Shaq music didn't age well.
No, You Can't Stop the Rain age was a motherfucker. Shaq put out a song last year with a video.
Yeah,
with him in Houston. Black. That shit was fire.
That shit was booty.
You ain't like for a rapper? I mean, for a basketball player?
No, stop, Shaq. I don't want to hear you rap.
What Dame put out is better than what Shaq put out?
The last album that he just did. No. I don't remember the name. I listened to that last album was fire.
I mean, he got a song with Lil Wayne. I heard it. I'm listening. I heard it.
But back to the top 5. Back to the top 5 because he said because we got another argument to go to too. Because Albie wants to bring up this argument. That's the guys who be with that LeBron stuff bring up this argument, but who cares? But we coming back to you, Albie. But yeah. People who disrespect Duncan don't want to respect the fact that everything he did was broccoli with no cheese.
Yep.
Everything he did was broccoli with no cheese.
All he did was knock your team out the goddamn playoffs every year. That's
Everything
all he
he
did.
did was broccoli with no cheese.
That bank shot, the defense.
That's exactly why they don't like it.
Tim Duncan is the greatest power forward to ever live.
Ever touch.
And I don't even know who number 2 is. Number 1 is Duncan.
Yes.
I was arguing with myself the other day. Like, I really think that I should start putting Barkley over Malone. I really do. Because when I was watching basketball, like when they were in their prime, Barkley was eating Malone. Now, Malone got 2 MVPs to Barkley's 1. Malone got 2 finals appearances to Barkley's 1. But Barkley was eating Malone.
I put Malone over him. I said something earlier. Did you hear me earlier? I said, better or more effective? And that's where I give it to Karl Malone. Karl Malone is always going to be more effective than Charles Barkley because he uses his skills better to affect the team. It's the same thing if you talk about.
I don't know if I agree with you because Barkley was putting up cartoonish numbers. He was doing 35 points, 28 rebounds. Malone wasn't doing no shit like that. Malone would have his 27 points, his 9-10 rebounds. Barkley would have gains 33 points, 29 rebounds. Like Barkley was doing some other shit.
His games are more effective and they lead to winning. It's a difference from being really, really good and being effective. There's Allen Iverson and then there's Kobe. You get what I'm saying? There's Vince Carter and then there's Tracy McGrady.
But neither one of them won much of nothing.
Yeah, but Vince Carter was more effective. When you put him in a team, he's more effective.
I'm not sure about that.
Okay, we start off this by talking about Steph, right?
Mm-hmm.
So when you compare Steph to the other point guards of all time, right?
It's him, Magic, and Isaiah Thomas. That's the Holy Trinity.
But you're talking about 3 of the most effective point guards ever. You see how you did that?
Yeah, yep.
Because if you were talking about skill, like we talked about with Barkley, then you would be
talking
more
Kyrie.
about you bring up Kyrie, you bring up not even Chris Paul, you bring up Kyrie, you bring up Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That is the perfect example of skill, but not effective. Because it's going to negatively affect what's on the field. They just had a wide receiver conversation. Somebody put T.O. on the Mount Rushmore. Mm-hmm. I would never have T.O. on no Mount Rushmore.
I would. He's
no.
T.O. was amazing.
Yeah, he was amazing.
And it led to winning.
He was amazing. He led to some winning, not enough winning.
What led to it? Randy Moss ain't got no ring.
Huh?
What was Randy Moss ain't got no ring?
Randy Moss ain't got no ring because he ran into a buzzsaw in the Giants.
It don't matter. He ain't got no ring.
You ever seen.
He had a 15-year career. He ain't got no ring. Period.
But he got better seasons than T.O. He led them more winning than T.O.
No, I disagree with that. They both went to the Super Bowl one time.
What?
They both went to the Super Bowl one time.
Yeah. So what?
So how much more winning did Randy Moss have? Not much.
Wait, man, you bugging, man. T.O. was dropping
Randy Moss took off 5 years in Oakland.
T.O. was dropping 5 years off. Like his punk ass sat up on the podium and cried with some glasses on.
It don't matter. What did his stats say? What does stats say?
That he dropped the most balls out of any superstar ever?
That he caught the most balls out of more than Randy Moss? Balls?
He dropped the balls.
Who got the most touchdowns? Who got the most touchdowns? Who got the most touchdowns? That's what counts. That's how you affect winning. How many touchdowns
between
you
him
get.
And you had to look up that stat. I'm almost sure it's Randy Moss. You gonna look it up?
Oh yes, sir. I'm gonna look it up right now.
So while you looking up, I'm gonna keep my case.
More touchdowns.
Look at momentum.
T.O. or
look at momentum balls.
Randy.
Look at the game. Look at who affected the game better.
Randy Moss disappeared for 4 years in goddamn Oakland. He didn't affect nothing.
Well, it's Oakland, my nigga. Everybody sees
it don't matter. T.O. was in Cincinnati, my nigga.
Doing nothing.
No, he was adding to his touchdown total.
Oh my God.
How many TDs does Randy Moss have? Randy Moss has 156. Damn, he might got one of T.O. I don't think T.O. got that many.
I know.
How many TDs does Terrell Owens have? 153. Oh shit, they close.
Yeah, they close.
They close.
But who got more?
But I guarantee you, Randy Moss played more seasons than T.O.
No, he didn't.
T.O. played 15 seasons for 5
I
teams.
think Randy Moss played 13, maybe 14.
Nah.
And 4 years, and 3 of them years in Oakland don't count.
Nah, they count. No, you're not gonna do the Jordan to the Wizards shit. They count.
They don't count.
Randy Moss played. I just wonder how many seasons he played. How many seasons? Let me change that. I think T.O. he's like my like my Kobe. Like I saw him. I saw Randy Moss played 014. So they close. 14, 15, 153, 156.
Who had a better positive effect on the team?
I think T.O. T.O. has gone further in the playoffs than Randy Moss has. Randy Moss has won the NFC Championship with the Minnesota Vikings.
Okay, I asked the wrong question. Who had a better positive effect? Hold on.
That question. Now let's see if Randy can tie up with this new question. T.O. won that one. Now, what's the new question? Can Randy tie him?
No. Who had a better effect on the team's culture?
I think Randy was not a leader, so he had minimal effect. I think T.O.
was a cancer.
Could have been cancerous. In Philly, they picked T.O. over Donovan McNabb. That's why he was traded. The players rolled with T.O.
No, you mean they rolled with McNabb?
No, I mean they rolled with T.O. The ownership rolled with McNabb. The players rolled with T.O.
I don't believe that.
I mean, ask Donovan McNabb. I don't know what the fuck want me to tell you. Like, ask McNabb.
I don't believe that. I think they chose McNabb over him.
No, the players didn't. Ownership did. The players said that locker room was divided, and most people were on T.O.
It's always going to be divided. No, I don't believe that at all. I don't believe it at all.
I believe it.
And I believe that being around him is one of the worst things you can do. I don't think people even like being around him. I don't think he like being around himself.
I think that's an ad hominem attack. You're doing personal attacks on T.O. I think he's probably a decent guy, but none of that.
And I'm saying that being facetious because I don't actually know T.O. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I just think in a football room, it comes down to how dynamic of a personality he is, right?
Who is the player that swears by Donovan McNabb being a great teammate and a great influence and a big brother, and they just love him to death?
I don't even.
I got several that say that about T.O. Name me one. Shan Ochocinco. Name one that says it about Donovan McNabb. He was a cancer with the Redskins. He was a cancer in Philly.
He wasn't even playing for the Redskins.
He played for the Redskins.
No. I didn't say he didn't play. I said he wasn't playing anymore.
Hey, man, I miss me with all that shit. They try to get rid of what's our boy Randy Moss. Are you going to get rid of Donovan McNabb? DC years? No.
Yeah.
All of it.
All of years don't count.
T.O.'s years in Buffalo count. All of it counts.
That don't count.
I count
His years in Buffalo don't count.
I count it.
I don't count those.
Yeah, y'all let us know in the comments. Are y'all counting this? Did we count Jordan's years with the Wizards? You know what I'm saying? Like, are we counting this or not?
No,
but
they don't count.
Moving on. So we have a similar top 5 list, except you have who at 5? You have Duncan over Kobe.
Duncan.
I respect it. I couldn't figure it out, so I respect that for sure.
Duncan.
Now, the in-season tournament. What did you think about that? Was it cool? Was it not cool? Did it come and go? You didn't even notice it, or did you love it?
It was good basketball.
Yeah.
It was good basketball, not great basketball. But no, I don't care. It doesn't add to his championship total. You don't get to beat.
He immediately made it about LeBron. I'm talking about the mid-season tournament.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just giving the reasons why I just didn't care.
He took it straight to LeBron.
Yeah, because that's what the Lakers did. They went nuts.
Y'all LeBron haters are something else, man.
That's not a LeBron hater. That's just what it is.
Nobody said it added to a championship total.
No.
Why do you think?
You're not saying that because you're sensible.
Oh, yeah.
The unsensible fans were saying that.
You saw somebody say this adds to his championship total.
I saw it so many times. I threw the phone. It's nasty.
Oh shit!
Listen, it's.
I never thought nobody was saying no shit like that.
LeBron fans are like Eagles fans sometimes. They are like, they will like put stuff out there. It's just like, wow. You get what I'm saying? It's just like, honestly, like bad Cowboy fans. I've been around some bad Cowboy fans, and it make me like, yo, I don't even want to be a Cowboy fan. Why am I even
I've seen it.
What are you talking about? You get what I'm saying? Like, so, but that's my one thing with that. I think that the tournament, I just think that the tournament was a little, like, it's like it wasn't enough around it. You could have made that the second All-Star game, and you didn't. And you ended up with the Pacers there. I'm going to be honest with you. All this little Halliburton stuff, I don't really care yet.
Okay.
I just don't really care yet. You're trying to make me watch in-season games. I'm focused on football. Wait your turn.
I ain't gonna lie. Once they got to Vegas, they had my attention.
Yeah.
Before Vegas, they didn't have my. I tried to watch. I wanted to be interested, but I wasn't. When they got to Vegas, that weekend, they had my attention, and they wouldn't have had it otherwise. So I'm not mad at it. Like I didn't like the play-in shit, but it's growing on me. It's in-season tournament growing on me. The players picking their own all-star teams, that's growing on me.
That will never grow, pause, on me.
Okay.
Never. I do not care for it. I don't care about watching these two be all extra weird friendly on the screen and kill it.
I like it when it's spice.
It ain't never no spice.
It was down to the last two players, and Yoki said, I'm going to LeBron team. And LeBron, I didn't make a pick. You're like, I'm not being picked last. Fuck you. I'm on your team. Ooh, spice. I like it. When Giannis said, I picked James Harden, but I never get the ball. I ain't picking him. And then they had no argument.
This year, it should be Embiid and Jokic picking. And now I like it. I like to see Embiid and Jokic pick it. Pause.
Okay.
I would like to see them two pick it because I think it would be very interesting with the players that they will have, and I think that will come out better. And now you're facing center against center, so top center against top center, and that's kind of where the league is at right now.
The last two MVPs. I agree, and I think it will be that because Embiid is showing the fuck off.
Yeah,
he like, y'all must have forgotten. Y'all ain't know. I'm going. I tell you this, man. Kickback Sports. I do this. I want to do it more often. I've wanted to do it more often, but right now I'm doing it like once a month. I think me and Cheeks, we be coming back next week, man. We come back next week. We keep doing this shit.
Yeah.
So it is a pod named Kickback. Yes. That is the top 5, the top stories of the week. There is Kickback Conversation, which is a one-on-one about more ideas than topics. A pod named Kickback is topical. Kickback Conversations is about ideas. Kickback After Dark, that's some freaky shit. It's freaky shit. I might have a porn star on with me. I might have a girl that's in a party lifestyle with me. It could be anything. Kickback Sports, it could be Pornhub. Kickback Sports is what this is, and this is sports, of course. So I want to thank Cheeks for being here with me tonight. We had talked about doing something.
Yes.
We did it.
Y'all might see more of this.
Yeah, I already see they love it. They love it. They love it.
Yeah.
And
everybody who came through, shout out to Albie, shout out to Kenneth. I like to read off the names. Shout out to Demian. Demian's a deacon, y'all. Don't let him tell y'all different. Shout out to my love. She came in here. I seen there was another young lady.
Jay,
shout out to Jay.
Clarissa.
I didn't see some names. Shout out to Chris. It probably was more people in here that we can actually see. Sorry, we can't see everybody, but if y'all say something in the chat ever, we'll make sure that we shout y'all out. We appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all.
Absolutely. And I don't think we made it to Instagram. It says we did, but I never saw it on Instagram. So I will I still got work to do because for some reason I didn't get us on Instagram. But Why does it say we? And it's showing us. What the fuck? I don't know, y'all. I try. On this. I'm watching it. I'm gonna get my cell phone and videotape it. It's saying we on Instagram, but I don't see us on Instagram. So we not on Instagram. But like, if you just for the record, y'all, I'm videotaping this. We on Instagram. It's saying we on. I don't see it. But we on. But I want to thank y'all for tuning in. However you tuned in, and remember every Monday morning it's a new episode of a Pod Named Kickback. This will be Kickback Sports. I'm No Brace New. That's Fat Cheeks, aka Cheeks. And we'll see y'all. Hold on, we got 2 more comments. Okay. Yeah.
He said comedian of the year. That's deep. You know, if you ever go to Wilmington and you need to know anything that's going on, that's the man. You get what I'm saying? If you need to go to a governor's ball, that's really my friend. You know, that's really my friend. He on the deacon board. He's blessed. He used to be Cadillac Mac. He's not that no more. That's my homie.
That's what's up. Shout out to D. And man, we'll see y'all next week, man. We're gonna try to figure out a day to do this, and we're gonna make sure we get a day in every week. And other than that, I just want to say uno. We out. No breaks.